Cakewalk.
Yeah,
Cakewalk just got math.
I know, I try not to think about cake anymore because I'm not allowed to eat it.
That's so.
no, but like a
I'm trying to
chocolate.
Please
That's like $5.
You're a
too.
asshole.
Hey, just an FYI, we're already live.
Get one with you, bro. I just got time. I want to get it.
Hello, live. I'm Christian Carter again,
Christian Carter again.
running for president.
All right.
Like this right here. What's
What's my what?
What's your tattoo?
Oh, family.
I thought it meant real lad.
Am I 8'6"?
All right. So, example number 1. We are going to practice more with giving me winning coalitions and identifying critical players. So, example number 1, we're trying to reach 10. What are my winning coalitions if I'm trying to reach 10?
8 plus 4. 8 plus 4 plus 1.
Good. So 8 plus 4 and 8 plus 4 plus 1.
8 and 4 are your critical ones.
Okay. So 8 and 4 are critical. 8 and 4 are critical. Okay. Take a look at this. When I remove 1, if I get rid of 1, this. So when I get rid of a player, if it matches something that's above it, that means that player's not critical as well.
Excuse me. Excuse
Oh,
me.
so no criticals.
Without the 1, that means they're both not critical. Is that what you just said?
No. I'm saying, so if we're trying to figure out if 1 is critical, it matches a coalition that wins. Therefore, 1 is not critical. Okay. All right, example number 2. We're trying to reach 101. What can I put together?
12 plus 20. Dang, I said 20.
Over here.
I thought 20 was
Over
right
here.
99 plus 98.
99 plus 98. 99 plus 3.
98 plus 3.
98 plus 3.
Oh, then
My
all 3 of them.
And then all of them. Who's critical out of 99 and 98? Both. 98 and 3. 98 and 3. The last one.
98, 99. Yeah.
And
Well, they're all, aren't they?
Oh,
If
what
it's
you
all,
giving
then
us?
no.
None of them are.
None of them are critical.
I don't like my handwriting.
Remember, when I remove somebody and they can still win, that player is not critical. So when I remove 99, 98 plus 3 gives me 101. So 99 is not critical. So if 99 is not critical, neither is 98 and neither is 3.
I'm just writing.
We still got like 13 minutes till lunch. Example number 3.
8 plus 6. Wait, hang on.
8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2.
Wait, 8
So, no one can win by themselves.
Right.
8 and 6 is only 14, so I don't have any 2 player.
Right. So, it's
So I have to start with my 3 player.
8 plus 6.
8 plus 6 plus 4.
8 plus 2.
6 plus 2.
6 plus 2.
Yeah, same.
Can I do 8 plus 4 plus 2?
Yeah.
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 No.
6 plus 4.
Yeah.
6.
Oh, wait. No,
Oh,
it's
so
only
we're
14.
done.
It's not gonna be-
8
And
plus
then
4
8,
plus 2 is
6,
only
42.
14.
Right.
So your last one then is 8 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2. Woo!
Yeah. Still none. Guys, feels like Dark Souls when I try to kill the cricket.
better not have the comments.
Okay,
Don't
so
stop.
let me also give you another pointer. Do I have any 2-person coalitions? No. That means in every 3-person coalition, they're all critical. Because no 2 people can win. So they all have to be critical.
Jeez.
Okay. So that's why when you do this one in example 2, I don't have any 1-person coalitions. So that means every 2-person, everyone's critical. So that will help. What about 8, 6, 4, and 2?
No,
8,
8 plus
Yeah.
6 plus 4 can be.
No, wait, I lied.
8 is critical,
And 6.
and 6 is critical. So we kind of got this. You ready to move on around the new piece?
So this is it? Wait,
This is it, except one more step.
what is the one more step?
Okay,
The bound-
so the one more step is to tell me what the Banzhaf power index is.
The fuck is that? Oh, sorry.
Okay, so beautiful thing is, find all winning coalitions. You know how to do that. Identify your critical players. You know how to do that. Okay, the next step, count the total number of times that each player is critical. So you're going to go through and tell me player 1 is critical this many times.
Oh.
Player 2 is critical this many times. Player 3 is critical this many times. Okay. Then you're going to find the total number of criticals. So once you get all the individual numbers, you're going to then add them together. And then you create fractions.
Oh, no, ma'am.
So, what? Hold on. So, player 1 would be the number out of the total.
Okay, okay.
Player 2 is their number out of the total. Player 3 is their number out of the total. That's it.
And that's what that little equation we use?
So,
frickin' way.
this right here, and you're going to see it later,
No frickin' way.
this is called sigma, and that means the sum.
That's
So-
funny because the first thing that came to my mind was like, that looks like some support.
It is. This is sigma, and it means the sum. Okay. So, we use fancy Greek symbols. All right. So,
This is not X.
Especially if you understand it. I'm sick out, I'll be struggling right now. I'll be in the back of the class, man. So we're
okay. So, this was example 1 that you just did. You told me 8 and 4 is a winning coalition. You told me 8, 4, and 1 is a winning coalition. You then identified that 8 and 4 are critical and 8 and 4 are critical. So, to complete this now that they want Banzhaf, how many times was player 1 critical? 2. How many times was player 2 critical? How many times was player 3 critical?
0.
What's my total?
4.
2 out of 4. 2 out of 4. 0. You're done.
What?
Okay, so that's the easiest one.
So, what you have just done is you've shown using the Banzhaf power index that player 1 means, or player 3 means nothing.
All right, I want to try next one.
Okay? And player 1 and player 2 are pretty much equal in their power. Okay? They have the same power index, so they're equal. Okay? So, example 2 was the ones that we already did. That was example 2 that we already did. So, 99 plus 3. We said 99 plus 98. And 98 plus 3. And we said 99 plus 98 plus 3. and you told me critical, 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 and critical. Okay. So complete the Banzhaf
4.
with this.
That's just
You copy this down wrong.
No, actually, it's thinking it.
No, you copy this down wrong.
I did.
Yes.
Six.
Oh, yeah, so then you counted
I
it.
hated my handwriting like this, bro. Like, this shit pissing me off.
Okay. So, you should have had player 1 was critical twice, player 2 was critical twice, player 3 was critical twice, which means my grand total is 6. So 2, 6, 2, 6, 2, 6. So, in power, every one of these players are equal. Well, that doesn't really seem right, though, does it?
Right.
99, 98, and 3.
We did.
But no, it's completely correct. Because of the fact that your quota is 101, they all have equal amounts of power. Okay. So 3 and 4 are 2 that you have not done. So we've got to go through the whole process.
So
Okay.
no individual.
Winning coalitions first. So I'm trying to reach 4.
No individual.
No individual. So we got 3 and 2,
3 and 1.
3 and 1,
3, 2, and 1.
3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay. Because there's no individual winning coalitions, that means all of your 2 people coalitions, everybody's critical. Okay. So that will help you go through this process just a little bit faster. Okay. 3, 2, and 1, you're actually gonna have to check. So is 3 critical?
Yes.
Yes. Is 2 critical?
Yeah. No.
No, 3 plus 1 is enough to win without 2. Okay. So 2 is not critical, which means 1 is not critical. So player 1, player 2, player 3. How many times is player 1 critical? 3. Player 2. Player 3.
One.
Once.
What's my total?
Or 5. You see what you did to me?
No.
She said, see what you did to me? Darn you.
That's literally it.
That's literally it.
That's literally.
So everything you did yesterday led up to, oh, can you count? Okay. So example number 4, winning coalitions. 5 plus 4. 5 plus 3.
5 plus 4 plus 3.
Don't forget your 3 player. 5, 4, and 3. 5, 4, and 1.
5, 3, and 1.
Oh, yeah, 4.
Yeah.
4 and 3, my bad.
4, 3, and 1. And then 5, 4, 3, and 1. So once you do all the 3s that start with 5, move on down and see if you can do a 3 that starts with the next number. Okay, it doesn't always work, but you have to check it. Okay, so that means 5 and 4 are critical, 5 and 3 are critical. What about 5, 4, and 3?
5 is critical.
5 is critical,
4 is not.
4 should not be. Remember, when I remove 4, 5 plus 3 is 8. 5, 4, and 1.
Two critical.
5 is critical, and so is 4 this time, because 5 and 1 only give me 6. 5 and 3. And 1. Remember, when the total comes out to be exactly that number, it's everybody.
Right, because without that one number, it wouldn't be good.
What about the last one? They're good. If I
Everybody
remove
should-
5, 4, 3, and 1, give me 8. So if 5's not critical, neither is 4, neither is 3, neither is 1. Player 1, player 2, player 3, player 4. How many times is player 1 critical?
5 times.
5 times. What about player 2? 3. Player 3. Player 4. So what's my total? Well, you are going to have 2 of these problems on your test. Yes. There's one with 3 players. There's one with 4. Okay. Way down at the bottom of the page. We've already talked about this. Okay. It just talks about the fact that, well, first off, it says the sum of all Banzhaf power indexes is 1. So they're telling you if you add up 5 12s plus 3 12s plus 3 12s plus 1 12, you should get 1. Okay. Be careful of repeated weights, and we've already talked about this and how to take care of it. Just make it 2A and 2B. That way you sort between the 2. Okay. Questions? And that's lunch, and we're done. Gotta go meet with the gang.
Here we are, the kids, yeah, we are go.